The Perez disaster class continued into Saturday afternoon in Melbourne as Max Verstappen stuck it on pole. But his teammate, you have to scroll down to see his teammate Sergio Perez, and you know what? You could go through Perez, you could say he bottled it, blah blah blah. This title fight's done already, but I think you can clearly see there's an issue with that Red Bull. Like he was like in free practice, he was flying off at every corner, and there was clearly an issue in my opinion. And is that going to be fixed for tomorrow's race? I'm not sure, but of course he flew off at turn 3, couldn't rejoin the track, got himself beached, and he ended up out. So that just left 19 drivers to fight to make it into Q2, and we had the likes of Piastri, Guan Yu Zhou, Sargent, and Valtteri Bottas dropping out. Disappointing from, I mean, it's disappointing for all four personally. I mean, Guan Yu Zhou's beat his teammate, so maybe this track just doesn't suit the Alpha, which it really looks like it doesn't. Logan Sargent, not good considering his teammate is 10 places above him. But you know what? It was a very tight and compact grid, if we're being honest. But I mean, if you look at the times, I mean, Albon's quickest lap was 9 times quicker than Sargent, which ain't good. And then Piastri, again, like I say, not outpaced by Norris an awful lot, but it's fine margins in F1. But we moved into Q2. Nick De Vries gets 15th. Then we've got Hulkenberg. And if you just look at those two, I mean, they've been outclassed by both their teammates. Tsunoda in 12th, Hulkenberg in 10th, Magnussen down in 14th, and Norris in the middle of that wee group. You've got Ocon, who apparently traffic didn't actually notice this, so let's just give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, he did have traffic, so there you have it. But in terms of Q3, it looked like there could have been rain, potential rain, but it didn't really come. Hulkenberg gets P10. It kind of just seems like twice now this season that he's made it into like Q3, but then not really did anything. Even though he's got I think he's got the capabilities like getting like a 7th or something, but not today. Gasly get 9th. Alpine looked particularly strong in free practice 3. Charles Leclerc beat Albon. Albon, really good drive, and I think a lot of people are already talking about the Mora, saying that Albon's just going to hold everyone up back to Perez, and then the top 7 are going to have its own race. But in terms of the top 7, with 6 temps covering them, with the Ferrari of Leclerc, then Stroll and Carlos Sainz, they're separated by about a 10th. Ferrari do look like the 4th quickest car, but you know what? Good. It's good for Carlos Sainz. He's out qualified Leclerc, and he needed that, right? He really did need that. Lance Stroll, no surprise here, being out qualified by Alonso. A bit disappointing from Alonso, but you know what? If we were to say last year that Alonso would qualify 4th, and you could be disappointed with it, you would say, what's happened to the Aston Martin? So it's good for him. Good luck for Hamilton, but again, he's been outshone by his teammate, and he's about a 10th and a half off him. So that is 3-0 for George Russell this season. That is quite insane. Be interesting to see if he can keep that up over a season. But Russell, of course, did get 2nd, and then getting pole position was Max Verstappen. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't pushed, because it still is F1, but I think there was a lot of time in that Red Bull. Normally, you see that they can find a shit ton of time in between, like qualifying one in the end. But to be fair to Verstappen, if you look at everyone else's times, it was about between like 5 and 8 tenths that they improved. Like sometimes though, like you'll actually get like a 1.5 difference. But I guess as a short lap, maybe that is a good excuse for it. But anyway, guys, can't wait for the race in the morning. It's going to be a busy night of action. Sport across the world is on, but can't wait for 6 a.m. and lights out. If I was to make a prediction for this race, my top 3, obviously we've already did our predictions, but I'm going to go with Max, Russell, Fernando. That is my top 3. Leave your thoughts down below. How high can Perez go? I think he'll struggle personally to break the top 7. I think he'll probably finish 8th. Even though the Red Bull's overpowered, there's just so much talk of how hard overtaking's going to be here, even with 4 DRS zones, which is weird. But anyway, guys, that's it for Fog Racing. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But until then, peace.